Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading message for you, spirit guide reading message for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel grow and helps these readings get to more people. And thank you so much for being here. It's absolutely wonderful having you here. So, before we begin this reading, this is for picture number 1, if you were drawn to that picture. Picture number 2, this is the deck. Picture number 3, this is the deck. So before we begin, we're going to do a meditation. Just visualize you in spirit or connect with spirit as we are meditating so that your bond with the cards, with the energy is just heightened. All right, so take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot, what spirit has to say. Gemini, spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini. Spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini. Spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. All right, here we have the Five of Wands. If you are drawn to the first picture, your card is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is chaos. It is doubts and it's fears and it's arguments for the sake of arguments. So it just means the stress level is super high right now. And it can be that we're entering into a time of year that is stressful for us. It can be that we have a lot on our plate and we don't want anything to drop. It can also be office politics or just somebody's coming to visit and we're trying to get everything perfect and everything's just getting more stressful and more stressful and more stressful. So here it's like step back. Step back because this actually in the long run is all going to be nonsense. It's all going to be stress in the moment, but when we look at it, we won't remember it 5 years from now. We won't even remember exactly why we were so stressed out 5 months from now. So stepping back and being able to say no to the chaos, no to the doubt, and to the fear, and to the anger, and to the upset. This is also a card that shows that little arguments can blow up into bigger things. So this is going to be a time where it's really, really, really important for us to look at what's bothering us, what's overwhelming us, and being able to state things in an open, honest, and concise way. Because all the little things can start adding up, and it will just be the straw that broke the camel's back. And we can find that with people that we love, with people that we don't love that much, that there is just this sense of a fight coming, or there's just a sense of all the nerves are frayed. And so we're feeling overwhelmed, we're feeling chaotic, we're feeling stressed out. We have to step back. Meditation would be astounding during this time. Going for quiet walks by ourselves would be astounding. Or even if we can't, just saying like, if you have a dog, like I'm going to take the dog for a walk, I'll be back. To be able to connect with nature, to be able to connect with your own breath, with your own self, that is going to be where the true power lies. Because this here, this is a distraction. This is an outlet and a moment to blow off steam without truly addressing the main issues. And it's going to be an entrapment for us. So do be mindful of that. That's what Spirit's saying. To be open, to be honest, to not fall into the traps of others, and to say, what is it? Oh, goodness. What is it that I want? And what is it that I need? And if it doesn't match what everybody wants and what everybody needs, and we're able to, it's like, I walk this path, I walk this truth. And this is going to be a time where that's utterly important to us. It's utterly important to say, this is me. Like it, great. Don't like it, that's fine too. But this is me. If you're drawn to picture number 2, Gemini, spirit guide message from Gemini, Gemini, spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini, spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini, spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. The Empress, oh, I love it. The Empress is pregnant with possibilities. Now, it can be a very fertile time for us, so if you need to be mindful of this during this time, do be mindful. But this is also a sense of the possibilities coming forward, the joys, the happinesses, the successes, the bounty being birthed into the world. And as we all know, birth is not an easy thing. So even if this isn't a physical birth, when this is a birth of creativity, it can be a painful process. And there's also a painfulness that comes with having that spark of creativity, having that spark of insight, having that spark of brilliance. There are dips that come down. There are moments of pains and sufferings and doubts and fears and chaos and darkness. And this is going to be a time where what we're creating brings us through pain, but also connects us more deeply with ourselves than we ever were connected before, has us in line with our bodies in a very real and open way, has us aligned with what's intrinsically important to us, what we desire, what our soul longs for, how we want to open up the doors, where it is that we want to be, what it is that we want within our lives. This is a time where we're needing to embrace the sacred feminine. And a lot of times when we think of the sacred feminine, or when we think of femininity in and of itself, it's soft, it's gentle, it's fragile, and it's just beauty and soft beauty, right? And we think of the nourishing energy of Mother Earth. But what we forget is that the nourishing energy of Mother Earth is there. But there's also the forceful, fierce energy of Mother Earth that comes forward in hurricanes, in blizzards, in tornadoes. So it's not saying I have to be the soft, quiet thing all the time. It's saying that there is ferocity to me. And I embrace that ferocity of creation. I embrace that ferocity of spirit and expression and self and desire. It is just not simply the sacred feminine being this soft, quiet thing, but it's being this fierce, consuming thing that can change the course of history. And so I embrace this as I embrace me, as I embrace the part of me that is warm and caring, and the part of me that is destructive and unstoppable. It's important. Because even if we think of it in the realms of childbirth, when a child is placed on you, there's that sense of, oh my gosh, I did this. And oh my gosh, the whole world kind of calms down and becomes this moment of beauty. But in birth, it's fierce and it's horrible. It seems, just like too much. And so here it's being able to understand this and not putting things in one category or the other. The creative process that is coming through with this Empress, with this card, with this energy, is saying that it will be painful and there will be moments of, oh my goodness, but there will also be moments, and I don't know what almost is keep on coming through. It's like you're almost there. Don't give up. There will also be moments of harshness and doubt and fear and anger and fighting. If you're drawn to picture number 3, Gemini. Spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini. Spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini. Spirit guide message for Gemini, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. angels, and spirit guides. Here we have the devil. Interesting. This is intensity here, Gemini. All the cards, they're intense. I mean, spirit isn't playing around. It's like these are profoundly deep messages that need to come across. With the devil, it's the strings, the marionette puppets, the strings that guide us forward. It's feeling like I don't have a choice. This is also addictive energy. Now, whether these addictions be drugs, alcohol, sex, food, whatever it is, or whether this be self-doubt, self-deprecation, a sense of bad habits coming forward, of coping mechanisms that hurt more than they help. The devil comes forward and says, this is chaos. This is hurt. This is pain. This is disappointment. And what we're seeing here is we're seeing a way to say, no, I don't want this. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be silenced. I don't want to be anymore. I need to be me. If you look at the devil, it's almost a corruption of the lovers, which is what Gemini is represented by in the major arcana. And so here, there's just this bit of a darker energy that comes up. It's a bit of it's kind of like, okay, so what Spirit is showing me is that if you have all dark and if you have all light, it is too much. So if you have a room that is completely dark, you cannot see. But if you have a room that is lit so bright, you cannot see in there either. So what we're seeing here is a warning against extremes. They will both blind. And it's also a warning against doing everything for everybody else and forgetting ourselves, forgetting our hearts, our souls, our passions, our desires, our wants, our needs. And so it becomes important to say, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I want. And it's time to break the bonds of addictions, break the bonds of hurts, of pains, of disappointments and angers that we've carried with us for years, if not decades. And it doesn't say that this is going to be easy at all. But the first step in being able to heal is to recognize that there is something that needs healing. And that is what we're seeing here. We're seeing Spirit guide us towards a healing, towards a coming together, towards an understanding that frees us, from bonds we might never have known we had. So through meditation, through this connection with Spirit, this sense of talking, of developing this bond, we start to see the negativity that holds us back. We can heal through tapping, we can heal through EMDR, we can heal through talking with somebody or joining a group and being able to connect. But there's a healing that breaks the mold and stops the pattern and lets us live lives that are astoundingly beautiful. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace and connect with Spirit. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini.